And now it's time for
the Pinball Show. The Pinball Show.
Hey everyone, before we get started today, I just want to give a big shout out to the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas and call everyone's attention to their GoFundMe campaign, which has been set up to try to get them through the rest of this crazy period. The pandemic's been going on, people haven't been visiting, and they just need help. So if it weren't for places like the Pinball Hall of Fame, we wouldn't be able to play our favorite pinball machines, and heck, Zen just wouldn't be the company it is today. So we want to support them. We're donating. I hope you can as well. We're copying the GoFundMe link in our description box below. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Bobby.
And I'm Rose.
And welcome to the Pinball Show.
Your monthly inside scoop on digital pinball from Zen Studios.
And we've got so much of your feedback from episode 1, we're trying to step up our game in episode 2.
So after watching this episode, let us know what you think. We're more than happy to take your feedback.
And also, we have so much in store for you today. What should we tease them with first, Rose?
Tease them? Let's just get right to the good stuff. A big announcement from a galaxy far, far away, and you're going to hear directly from our lead producer, Akko Shabo, and creative director, Chris Baker.
For an entire generation, gamers have experienced Star Wars Pinball the only way it's been possible, on an HD screen. But just wait till you play in VR. Now, in virtual reality, pinball returns to a galaxy far, far away in a way you've never experienced before.
Impressive.
With full 360 immersion, including minigames, a customizable fan cave, and a few new surprises. On April 29th, Zen Studios and Lucasfilm Games invite you to welcome back your favorite digital pinball tables. Star Wars Episodes 4, 5, 6. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Masters of the Force. And Star Wars Rebels. Also introducing classic collectibles. And The Mandalorian. Star Wars Pinball VR. Play it again for the first time.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Hi, I'm Chris Baker, and I am a creative director at Zen Studios. I actually work more on games like Operencia, Castle Storm 2, Dreadnautical, but I'm a big fan of our pinball games, so I figured I'd be a good person to ask the producer of Star Wars Pinball VR about this wonderful VR pinball game. Welcome, everybody, Akko Shabo.
Hi, everyone. Nice to be here. Yeah, this trailer was pretty awesome. It's so nice to finally show our game to the whole world. We worked really hard on it in the last couple of months.
And special thanks to Lucasfilm Games also, because they didn't have to let us do like a direct kind of homage to that Star Wars Special Edition trailer that is I love it. It's one of my favorite Star Wars trailers. But they did, and I think it turned out really great. So thank you, Lucasfilm Games, for that. But let's talk about Star Wars Pinball VR right now.
Of course, who doesn't want to do anything related to Star Wars, especially if it's like we did pinball before in VR with Pinball FX 2, and we knew that people are loving it, and we loved making it because VR can be so immersive and you can actually feel like you are in the action, even though we are talking about a pinball game, and mix these things up with Star Wars. It was just like a opportunity that I think no one would have to wanted to miss it.
Yeah, was there a lot of kind of fan demand for this? Star Wars Pinball in VR?
Yeah, absolutely. It like way back with our first couple of VR tables, we just did I think 3 or 6, and even for our original tables, the demand was so big that I think we had another 2-3 DLCs coming out because people are just loving it in VR. And as Zen did many Star Wars tables in the past, it was like a natural request from the fans to try and adapt all of those tables in the VR universe.
What is it like to actually play the game in VR versus kind of your standard Star Wars pinball that we've been playing for like 8-9 years now?
It's basically pinball is the best when you can feel the whole pinball table and you feel the rumble, and then you are actually in the action. You can feel even you can have some techniques when you have to push the table a little bit. And playing in VR, I think is the best or the closest thing you can have when owning any digital tables. It's so much more immersed because you are obviously into the game, you are into the fan cave, and you look around, you see all those cool Star Wars things around you, and all the sound in 3D around you. It's just like they're pretty immersed. You can get lost in it, to be honest with you.
Can you tell me more about what the fan cave actually is? We're sitting in it right now. We're
actually sitting in it, yeah.
We're not on a Zoom call. We're actually sitting inside. No, we're on a Zoom call, but still.
The fan cave is like something you would build if you are a massive Star Wars fan and you have tons of money in your hand. It's basically we are in a basement. And
we just have the Millennium Falcon's bar behind us, so we can hang out in with the.
Exactly, you can see the jukebox and you can listen to music from all around, all over the Star Wars universe, and you can actually like decor everything what you can literally buy or make it manufactured from other Star Wars fans, and just you put it around on the shelves and the floor. You will see in the final game that it's pretty cool.
What's your favorite part of the fan cave? Is there a specific object or anything like that?
Yeah, you can see it, but actually it's a basement, so we have a staircase. You can actually go up and go out to the real world, and underneath the staircase is Jabba the Hutt. And because of its triangle shape, it fits perfectly in that spot. And all the lights, and it has a nice carpet underneath, which is obviously its throne. I'm actually loving it.
But what are some of the other things that you can actually pick up for the fan cave? There's like weapons and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah, we have many lightsabers. You can put on a shelf in the middle of the fan cave. We have some collectible toys and small models which you can obviously get from the tables. We have pretty nice rugs. It's actually 2 places, and many posters which you can put on the wall, as you can see behind me and behind you actually.
And behind me, there's stuff.
And obviously I love the helmets. They're really nice, iconic helmets.
Nice.
We have more than 150 items total. So we try to cover everything.
And how exactly do you earn these in the game?
You basically play with the tables, and there are gonna be challenges, and you are unlocking them by completing those challenges. So it's pretty straightforward way. We have a challenge mode where you have to finish 50 missions, and you got all of those assets and all of those items from collecting those, and then you have still the achievements from the tables, which basically quite like a trophies. Sometimes you have to reach some scores with one ball, or you have to play for 1 minute total before get the ball out. So these kind of mini challenges.
So yeah, I know in the fan cave there is one pinball machine. I know we have 8 pinball machines in the game. It's how do those 8 pinball machines fit onto one pinball machine? How do you get that thing started?
It's magic, obviously. Nothing else, just pure magic. So basically you have one massive cabinet in the middle of your fan cave, and you can just literally walk over there, and if you press start, comes to power, comes on, and you can choose between the 8 pinball tables. You choose whichever you want to play on, you press hit, you have a really short loading sequence, and here you are in the table. We have these environment animations around every single table. That means that on episode 6, Luke is standing next to you. On episode 5, tables like Darth Vader is on the left side, and they are reacting the way you play. Pinball.
So like Luke's got his lightsaber going and everything.
Exactly,
Nice.
Luke's and doing some training with the mini bot, and it's pretty immense. They're reacting to like you are for ball outs, different animation when you hit a multi-ball, or when you drop the ball, when for game over. It's pretty fun.
Is there a specific example of something feeling more immersive in VR than it does like when you're actually just playing normal Star Wars pinball?
It's pretty much everything's feeling more immersed than there. I mean, like in episode 6, you have the stormtrooper on a speeder bike, and he's actually going around you, and you can hear the motor roaming around you and going around the table, and it's so pretty immense because you are playing, you are focusing, you know that you need to keep the ball going, and sometimes he's there. So yeah, it's you are really in that zone when you are playing, and that's. What
about because some of our tables have like mini games, right?
We have a mini game in there when you are actually on a speeder bike, and you have to with the flipper buttons, you have to change direction to evade the trees, and you are literally chased by the stormtroopers. So it's basically from episode 6.
I seem to remember like lightsaber fights in some of the mini games in the old school version. Do we have those too?
Yeah, we have. There is one when Luke is fighting Darth Vader, and it was a fan favorite mini game in the normal table, but here it looks so much better because you are actually into the action. Bear in mind that obviously we're not making an action game, so unfortunately you won't be able to wield the lightsaber. Yeah, it's a quick time thing.
I think people are still going to dig just, having that kind of first person perspective, right? Because you're in Cloud City, right? In that particular fight. Are you able to look around and see the whole kind of carbon freezing chamber?
In VR, you can always be able to look around. Obviously, you're going to lose that mission if you're not focusing on Darth Vader. But yes, you can look around.
But I thought Empire Strikes Back, it was like Darth Vader was like, you're not a Jedi yet. And Luke's like, oh, this place is pretty cool.
Would be a different movie, I think.
So yeah, we said there's 8 tables total. Are there going to be any more than that?
I do hope so. I mean, we love making them, and Zen has a pretty big library of Star Wars games. So basically, we can never know if people are enjoying the game. Never say never, but obviously it's nothing official yet.
What's your personal favorite of the 8 that are in there?
Oh God, there's so many good of them. I really like the new Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
The music and the environment animations. Mando is flying in its jetpack, and it's just obviously probably I'm hyped because I love the series right now, and I just finished season 2.
Mandalorian covers season 1, right? All I've seen so far of Mandalorian Table is the 15-second trailer we put out. So I'm super excited about that. We love the Mandalorian over
and
here
obviously it was built up from the ground that it was Mandalorian and the classic collectibles are 2 brand new tables. So
hold that thought on classic collectibles. A little more on that soon. So what made us decide on these 8 to go into the game?
Basically, there's so many factors that we have to consider. We have to balance the development and the table themes that we wanted to. First of all, we wanted to cover as much Star Wars universe and era as possible. That's why we have Rebels, which is for like a animation based, and Rogue One for different era, and obviously the classic trilogy of 4, 5, and 6. And obviously there was another technical part of it because some of those, basically not some of those, most of those tables were designed way before VR was even a thing.
Right.
So pretty much we had to consider how to change those tables to fit them into the cabinets. Because if you are familiar with pinball tech, all of the cabinets has all the side things, and some of the oldest some of the old ones. Some of our Star Wars tables don't have that side of the cabinet. They're like pretty much open ones, and they would be a bit of a challenge to implement into the VR space. But basically there was two things what we considered.
So what VR platforms are we actually talking about here?
At the moment, we are planning for Oculus Quest 1 and 2, PlayStation VR and Steam VR.
And how much is it going to cost?
It's going to be $24.99.
Yeah, and Akash, you mentioned the classic Collectibles table as one of the new tables. We got a little something to show everybody right now.
New from Zen Studios and Lucasfilm Games. It's the Star Wars Pinball Classic Collectibles table. Collect all 15 action figures. Relive classic rivalries. Fight in iconic battles. Feel like a kid again. Coming soon to Star Wars Pinball VR and Pinball FX. Batteries not included.
There was so much exciting news that just dropped right there. Star Wars Pinball VR is coming April 29th with both The Mandalorian and brand new classic collectibles in the game. We were all hoping for some VR news, and Zen just delivered in a huge way.
And April 29th is just over 2 months away, so we're not going to have to wait long. I personally am really amped to check out the Mandalorian table in VR. If you don't have a VR headset, don't worry. I'm happy to confirm that the Mandalorian and Classic Collectibles tables will both release for Pinball FX when the game ships later this year.
That's great news. I know I'm all about the table with the old Star Wars toys.
You mean Classic Collectibles?
Yes, Rose. You know I love classic Star Wars collectibles, and I'm always trying to add more to my collection. It's really cool that we're getting a pinball table all about toys. Good times.
Speaking of good times, how about some Multiball Madness?
Welcome to a brand new part of the Pinball Show. In Multiball Madness, we'll feature the most chaotic multi-ball moments from Zen's pinball library.
This month, Bobby and I will be facing off on the Family Guy table. In the future, you might see other Zen faces on here, or even other pinball people. Let's see how this goes. Multiball Madness.
Look, pal, I don't take coupons from giant chickens. Not after last time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sweating.
Me too, my hands are sweating so bad.
Oh,
no,
Peter.
No!
Yeah. Still going. I won. I'm a winner.
Ah!
Oh, I lost it.
Oh, what a shame.
That was really close.
I won.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I kicked her butt.
Yeah, let's move on to something else. How about a community update from Akosh?
And now it's time for Let's Ask Akosh.
Well. Welcome to the Ask Akosh segment of the show, where I'll tell you all about what's happening in the community. Today's big news is that Star Wars Pinball VR is coming, and I'm very excited about that. But for one particular reason, I am very psyched. I can finally get to tell our Facebook commenters that, Jeff, we got it, man. We did it. We have a new VR game coming. This is for you. Thanks for all the gifts. Love you, man. In other news, the Pinball FX Discord server reached 1,000 members, even a little bit more. And we wanted to say that we are very thankful for the first members who have been talking to us for years, and welcome to our new pinball pals. We're gonna have some fun tournaments and deep pinball discussions. Speaking of tournaments, congratulations Waffle Frida for winning the last Discord tournament. This month's pro player is Pinstreds Dan, who has been making epic and awesome videos for our tables for years. His 277 million junkyard run is a real beauty, you should check it out. We just posted it into the Pinball FX Twitter. Star Wars pinball tables are coming to VR, and before dominating the leaderboards there, you might want to learn a trick or two. Go to zenstudios.com and check out Shoryuken to the Chin's awesome table guides. He's been making these for almost a decade, and we appreciate you, Steve. Thank you for all your work. Well, thanks everyone for listening to me. I hope you will check out all the awesome people I mentioned here, and I will give back the show to Bobby and Rose and go back to my evil plotting.
And now let's hang out with our Flipper fam.
We've come up with some fun ideas to help us have fun and stay connected in between episodes of the Pinball Show.
Each month we will throw out some fun pinball-related somethings that will help us share our love of pinball on our social media channels.
By participating, you will be entered to win cool prizes like game codes, Zen slippers, merch, and who knows what else we'll throw in there.
To kick it off, let's try a caption this contest. Go to the Pinball FX Twitter, get hip with this shot of Dr. Dude, select quote tweet, give us your best description for the screenshot, and before you hit send, make sure to use the hashtag FlipperFam and you'll be entered to win.
Bragging rights are on the line. If you win, you will be the envy of the Flipper Fam friends. This month, there will be 5 winners, so be sure to join in the fun.
You might remember that last month we announced Zen's next big pinball project, simply known as Pinball FX.
Let's check in with Mel Kirk, who we hear knows a thing or two about it.
Yeah, Mel, I hear there's some kind of sweepstakes involved.
Oh, hey Bobby. Actually, there's no sweepstakes. Not in Pinball FX anyway. I'm just out here enjoying the sweepstakes table by MARX, and I've been trying to work on Pinball FX, but I don't know. It just started snowing, and then it started getting windy, and then the power went out, and I've just been stuck out here playing this pinball machine with 1 flipper and a few horsies. That's the update for now. I'll try to get you more later.
I don't know about that.
That was not very informative. I, along with all our viewers, have a lot of burning questions, and I know you have questions.
Yep, I've got questions. So everyone, let's go tweet our questions to Pinball FX and we'll push to get a bunch of answers on the March episode.
In fact, Mel will be on the next episode to dig into details on what you can expect in Pinball FX.
So let's get those questions in and we'll see you next time.
Catch you on the flip side.